Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will put it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So LSU's offense will get first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Look out, he's got room. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe. But
he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So Texas offense will have its first possession of the game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
To the air, it's Owens. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This time on target. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Catch in the middle. It's Winston. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got room to work. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Grab behind the line. It's Rocket. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. Breaks into the open. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On the option. Now the pitch. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by a field goal over Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. That's reeled in. It's Hale. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Baxter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Running it to the right. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and you've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong you can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes the Texas offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to throw, it's Owens. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Berry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And as he throws, missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune. Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the ground with the back.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires to the tight end. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't get him to the ground. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Throwing right. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this.
There he goes! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's on target and complete. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball
fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. On the run, it's Berry. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? To throw, it's Owens. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Gets gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to New Mexico. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Rush is on him. Quickly out to the tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Cradles it at the 35. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Here's the handoff. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught behind the line. It's Hale. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Finds his man in the middle. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Longhorns are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Owens. That's got it. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
There's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Heaves it deep. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking for room, it's Baxter. Stopped in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Makes the grab on the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Going to the run, it's Berry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular
continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Texas.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
On the play.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line.
Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Dropping back, it's Owens. Got his man on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. He makes his way into the end zone for the 5th 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to him. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches in it.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Pulled and fired complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man,
He lobs one high down the left side. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
the number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. USF is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 20 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gonna run it. It's Humphrey. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, This offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. On his way from around the 50. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in. Possession. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so